yes, it's 17,000. It's not for me.
Right.
But
I was like, wait, hold on, bitch. Like,
I like hats. I don't like that.
quiet luxury.
Shocker.
Yeah.
my last gripe with this look is why the nursing bra? Because he used to give light skin black. Oh, I would love a powder.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Queens, and welcome back to Style Unlocked, where I sit down with our stylish faves, play some fashion trivia, rate some celebrity looks, and talk through their personal style journeys. I hope these conversations help you unlock your personal style. Today's Style Unlocked Roundtable features some of my favorite style experts who give some of the best commentary on fashion across the internet. We will be giving our hot takes on Fashion Month, breaking down the current trends, rating some red carpet moments, and so much more. So let's get into it. First guest, you know her, you love her, and we absolutely cannot get enough of her. The uniquely comical and stylish Carolyn Gray. As I said before, no one puts that shit on like Carolyn, all while staying true to her authentic self. She graced us with her presence last season and is back on Style Unlocked to give us her hot takes and point of view on Fashion Month. Tap in, cookies. Our next guest is no stranger to the Style Unlocked series, as she made her first appearance during season 1. Known as the Queen of Luxury Fashion, Cassie Thorpe is a formidable style expert with a genuine passion for designer fashion. She's a straight shooter who isn't afraid to give her honest opinion. If you haven't checked out her Style Unlocked episode, it's a must watch. Last but certainly not least, we absolutely couldn't have a Fashion Month recap without the expert celebrity stylist, Scott Louie. From fashion trends to skincare tips and even homemade recipes, Scott is a jack of all trades with an impeccable eye for styling. So we're gonna start with our first segment, which is a red carpet review. And since we're in New York, we just had the Victoria's Secret fashion show. They're back. And we're gonna rate the red carpet and dissect it really. So first up, we have Tyla. Water. Pink. Very on brand for her.
Very on brand. I will agree. Very on brand.
Hanging on by a thread.
Indeed.
Yes.
To say the least.
If I had a body like that, get it all out. So I understand. Yeah.
I do think her hair could have been a little bit different, but I mean, listen, was she 20-something years old? She could shake a tail because I don't care. I think she looked good.
Yeah.
I think we're being very nice. Yes, I think we're being very nice. I'm just
What
gonna.
you want to put in?
I think. Listen. Here's what I think. With stardom comes responsibility. She has all of the makings of a star, but like I say, with stardom comes responsibility. Rihanna was someone who early understood the responsibility that came with stardom. I just think, love what it gives. I think often it looks a little arts and craft to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks a little arts and craft to me, and I think that the responsibility is kind of being overlooked with her. She is at the tippy top of her game. She's a recognizable talent.
Yeah.
She is a Grammy award-winning talent.
Yeah.
I just don't see the brand associations happening. I don't see them positioning her at a higher level. I'm like, if you're gonna venture for an updo, it needs to be like, if you're gonna do it, like, do it. It needs to be like coiffed. It needs to make sense.
It's
and
like a bird's nest.
Yeah.
it's a little.
I think they're just not using the tool of fashion to her the best advantage.
No.
Right? Like, this can make you a superstar, right?
1000%.
If you hit the red carpets
Strategy.
right, it
Yeah.
can make you a superstar. And I think for her, we're resting on our laurels.
Yeah.
We're like,
Very
body,
true.
T,
Very
young.
And that's fine.
But it's
we're
like,
aware.
we've seen this look before.
We're aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are
We've
aware
seen
that
this
you
look
have it and you can move it and it's thin and it's fat
Like,
and
I
everything's
would
in the
like
right place.
her to
We
take
get
the concept of a Cardi B. As in, like,
push
give
it.
us a moment. What's the story every time you're on the red carpet?
Yeah.
It's this dress
True.
every time.
It is
Yeah.
in 50 different fonts.
Yeah.
But also overlooking the shoes.
I was going to say, also, she has
Matter.
also Monets.
The shoes matter, and
Shoes
those are not
matter.
the right ones.
No.
And neither's the necklace.
Yeah. Why is the necklace even there?
Right. I think we were being nice.
Okay. Well,
I'm happy that you pushed us.
you brought us back to reality.
I think we were being
Because
nice.
we're also not talking about regular people.
Right.
It's true. You
This
have
is
a
someone who
team
has
here.
access.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving along.
Oh my God.
Well,
A lot going on.
so I've seen 3 different looks here in one.
In one. It's a little heavy-handed to me.
And it's the mesh body. Is that with crystals?
A little heavy-handed.
The wig.
I didn't want to be the one to say.
The
We started from the top
Head to toe.
all the way down.
So,
Choices were made.
and here's
Good ones.
I am. I don't know
for a
what
woman
to
of a
say.
particular age, I always assume if they don't look their best that we think they should look,
Right.
that they are stuck in their ways. Is what I like. They like what they
Valid.
like, and they said,
Mhm.
"This is how I do my hair.
Yeah.
This is my favorite wig. I'm into big
Shaking it
pants
now.
right now."
Yeah.
This is my favorite
Yeah.
one.
I'm kind of shocked because her history as a
She actually-
fashion icon, like she
Mhm.
her,
And when she performed, she looked really good.
yeah,
She has
yeah,
experience.
So,
I'm a little shocked.
and she had a
Maybe it's
Different
the
bust
comfort
down.
level, like you said. You know,
Yeah.
as from a stylist standpoint, sometimes it's really just out of your hands.
Exactly.
It's like I can fight, but
Yeah.
so much.
hang on. Cardi.
Listen, part of it is, you know, a bit of Halloween's coming up,
Mhm.
money. It's a little bit of that, but I will say, if she's going to do it, she gives the full fantasy.
And I appreciate
We've
that.
got
Right.
we've got the hair.
I want a
bombshell
moment every time.
hair.
Yeah.
We've got this fur coat that is phenomenal. Do I love the dress itself? No, I
No.
think it looks a little bit all over the place.
Right.
But
And finishing is not. It's custom, but like there's some finishing work that I was like, oh, she
that-
Yeah.
commits. And I will never discredit anyone who
I agree.
commits and brings their all to the space, brings their all to the fashion game. She commits. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That is Laquan Smith.
Oh.
okay,
He's always serving. He
I
always
feel like
gives
he looks
chest,
fabulous.
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
He gonna
he's-
give you a titty moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's
exactly.
carved out his look, and I think it's.
And I
working
love
for
that.
him.
We love a
Yes.
signature look.
Exactly.
Consistent,
Yeah.
if nothing else.
He looks.
I like
It's
it.
so appropriate.
Mhm.
He looks cool,
He looks
sexy,
Sexy, yep.
but also like this whole thing.
Mhm. You know, like this is what I do. Right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go to dinner after this. Like,
For sure.
eat that
Mhm.
coat.
Oh yeah. Who that? Dye her hair. Ice Spice.
Mhm.
That is correct.
Spices.
Well, I'm disappointed.
Were you optimistic?
I want her to. I need her to get some help.
Mhm.
Can you?
Oh, she's too far gone, I see.
That's not a world I wish to venture into. I do know her stylist.
Mhm.
Her stylist is very incredible. He is from the camp of La Roche. He comes from under La Roche.
Is she a?
She's,
I like what I like.
She's a specific
That's what it's
client.
given.
She's a
Uh-huh.
specific client, but he's a great stylist, and he is one of the next up stylists. I will say that about
So
him.
he's doing his best.
He
with
is
what
doing
has.
doing
Yeah.
the best he can with what he has.
This is me. I know that trench is JPG. Love it. This whole
When the girl knows, she knows.
Listen,
I love this woman.
she is a woman after my own heart.
Honestly.
Truly. And the full, let's give it full leopard.
Okay.
Love
To
her.
the
Committed.
toes.
Committed.
Yeah.
Committed.
This is also very New York vibes.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
I don't really care. I'm here. What's up?
I'm showing up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. You know?
The whole thing.
And I
love
like when people go off theme for
Yeah.
things.
Yes.
Right? Like I know everyone's gonna be in pink.
Go against the grain.
it. Exactly.
That's not what we're gonna do
Mhm.
tonight.
Yeah.
Tiana, the woman you are. Our
I'm
our
into
fairy
it.
godmother.
She gonna do it.
I'm into it.
I love it.
Another
into it.
off theme.
Yes.
But this is also somebody who knows exactly what she
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
She's going to give you that every time.
Every
Thin
time.
alliance,
Committed.
You got to see.
And it still feels fresh within her remit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it.
She looks so comfortable.
Yeah.
So cool.
I
Just
know.
always cool.
Effortless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
For real.
For real.
Jodie Turner.
I kind of love this.
The ideas were there. Something feels
I don't
like
love
it's
the coat.
falling flat for me. It's an awkward
You're
length.
Gives me
right.
and it's probably because she's taller.
Full length.
Right.
Like the drama of like
A
lingerie
full-
under a coat needs to be a coat.
Yes.
Like if she had Tiana's coat
that would,
or Cardi's coat.
right.
Yeah.
This looks like
Especially if you're gonna hit a carpet.
oh, can I see your coat real quick?
No. It's a little pedestrian, yeah.
It's true.
The
It's
face
true.
and my hair,
Mind you.
everything. Her face and hair is giving.
Yeah.
Right. Even with the coat too. Not only the length, where they separated, there's like a certain amount of space
Mhm.
that is a little bit too wide of an opening when you
Yes.
have extension with a belt like that. That's
Yeah.
just awkward.
It should
Face.
Yeah.
Every time. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
just a yeah. It's like we wanted to show. And sometimes you got to think about like the scenario.
Yeah.
Like, is this a Victoria's Secret campaign?
Right.
And we got to show
This is
60% of the.
You are correct.
I think everyone was, I mean, not everyone. I think a lot of people were on the nose because it's VS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it kind of threw people off a bit.
Yeah.
They did.
You know, because this doesn't even feel like something Jodie would do regular.
Because she does.
Because
this.
she
And
is
this is
like
not it.
hair,
Yeah, yeah,
makeup, wardrobe,
Yeah.
always on. So I'm just gonna just glaze over that one.
Patrick Ta, and he's giving us Angel.
Hmm.
He's on thing, but
Yeah.
okay.
He seems to wear a lot of like white and cream and like neutrals
Yeah.
a lot, and like he plays with suiting very well. I'm into it.
Glove choice is
I've never
interesting.
seen like his fashion vibe before.
Yeah.
ever.
He's been like leaning into it.
Yeah.
I see the progression. You know, he's gone from like makeup artist to like big makeup brand to now like
Celebrity.
celebrity.
Yeah,
yeah.
So, like he's a face now.
Yeah.
And I'm into this, and I want to see it blossom.
I like the mesh shirt.
Mhm.
I wish that the gloves weren't white mesh, but they were white lace.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
I think like that.
Little
would have been-
texture.
Exactly. Something just
Yeah.
a little bit different.
Take off the glove or a different
Yeah.
texture.
Yeah.
I'd love with no gloves.
Me too.
But I like the
Me
sheer
too. But
top. I
that's
love
also
mini sheer
something
tops.
he's been doing is the glove
Interesting.
thing, and I'm
You're
You're
paying attention.
Okay.
I'm like
it's like, oh, is this your signature?
is this gonna be the thing? You know?
Okay.
Coco.
I feel like we've seen this before from Coco.
Yeah.
I feel like we've seen this hair, we've seen
I
this
love this hair
silhouette.
on her though.
The hair is fab,
Yeah.
but I feel like we've seen this before and very recently. Because I was like, is this tonight? When I
Yeah.
saw it.
Mm.
It's good.
Yeah. Like this is objectively a cute look. If you
Yeah.
saw her, you'd be like, girl, you look great.
You look great.
But again, for her,
Hmm.
I want her to be a superstar.
I want
Which
I
is
want her to be a superstar.
Which
I
is
want
like
her to
you need
push the
the
envelope.
look to be like show stopping.
Yes.
And I feel like a lot of times, like her VMA look was show stopping. It
Yeah.
was like, I think it was Gupta that
This is very safe. My two main issues, though, are the bag and the shoes.
And
This
also
little-
the bag on the
this-
carpet.
this
I hate that
little
bag.
Top
give it to somebody.
No, for me.
Angel Reese. I know this is Diatima.
Yeah.
I'm
You
sorry.
know-
This
Make
is not
sense
like
to anyone?
Giottino.
Does this make sense?
I'll double check.
On the red car.
No, I'm sure
But
it is, but
Mm.
the
It's
vibe.
The vibe is not.
It looks like another brand trying to do Giottino. If that makes sense.
I see that.
This is for like, you're on your holiday at a resort somewhere. That's you're
This is
going
dinner.
Yeah.
That's that.
I
It's
give her a
not-
pass often.
Yeah.
All right. I'm lying. I'm giving her a pass right now.
Okay.
Because, she's like young, she's new, she's athletic.
Which is what I hate about
She-
this even more.
Right. Because
You're
I
young,
expect
she
you
should
to
be
be a
good.
little bit,
And you got body.
all
Yeah.
the
Fun.
things.
You're
You're
fine.
fine. You're fun and
And
fine.
fine.
Like, you should be like
And
out
this
there
is
like
giving
popping, but she seems like
60-year-old.
someone who is also like trying to navigate.
Yeah.
things, you
And
know?
figure it out. Someone put her in this.
Yeah.
She was like, okay,
Okay.
I want to be a grown up.
Right.
That's what this is.
And I'm like, I don't think tonight was the night to give.
Not this.
Next up,
Jeez.
Jordan Woods.
I discussed the updo. First of all, I love Jordan. I just want
Here's
to
the thing.
preface this.
We're
by saying
really
that.
struggling with updos. in
Yes,
general. Is it
because-
a lost art?
It's
Yeah.
It's not a lost art, but I think the hairstylists need to go back to grassroots.
Mm.
Like, I need them to start working with different tools. And I'm no hairstylist, so I can't say what tools, but the updos are just they're not right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you're gonna do an updo, like, I know the girls keep Beyonce's Deja Vu era and B-Day on their
Yeah.
boards.
But
if
it's
that's
not
gonna be the
giving
case,
that.
it's not polished. And
Yeah.
my last gripe with this look is why the nursing bra? Like,
It's that, but it's also that paired with the type of pant.
right.
So why is the thong or whatever it is nude and the bra? Then you should do a big pant if you're going to do
Right.
this kind of bra.
That's what I'm saying. And just like give a break of skin versus like,
Exactly.
I feel like we're in a style cul-de-sac right now. Like, it's just like we keep kind of like circling this
Circling,
one
right.
area and like, we're waiting for someone to come and like
Yeah.
give
Yeah.
some form of like, what's next, some
Yeah.
direction. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like
And you know
we
one
don't
person
have
that like really does that every time they hit the carpet? They just don't get enough carpets. It's Taylor Russell.
1000%. But I think that's very intended.
Yeah.
though. I think
Yeah.
that's
Because you
very.
can't do that so
Yeah.
many times. You
She
can't do it
wants
every
to
time.
be reclusive though.
Yeah. And,
Because she's one of those people who pop, and she's an actress. You know,
yeah.
she
Mysterious.
yes, a bit
Yeah.
of mystery,
But it's also like
enigmatic.
we have to have all our ducks in a row
Mhm.
when I get on that carpet. So we
1000%.
can't do it all willy nilly
No.
and go to everything.
This
But that's
is-
what it takes because it's
Yes.
a moment every time.
Every
Yeah.
time.
And it's like, I need more of that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
1000%.
I feel bad.
Lala.
What?
I will say I liked her updo.
I
liked her
loved
updo.
her updo.
Her updo was
This
great.
actually isn't a great
That's
picture,
the best updo of the night.
but it was. I saw like a face shot
Mhm.
on Instagram, and I was like, her hair looks amazing.
Yes, her updo was great, sis.
I mean, she looks snatched. She in the club. She in the club.
Yeah, you know.
We all fam.
Well, what I would have liked here
Yeah.
is because I love like a lace boot.
I love
but
it.
I want it to disappear into something.
Like into the dress.
Exactly.
She was our final.
Oh.
All right. That was the Victoria's Secret red carpet.
Okay, period.
I need to
Woo.
see these images for. I didn't see
Do
that.
yourself a favor and don't.
Oh God.
Okay, now it's time for the runway rundown.
Ooh.
So we're gonna get into. Hello?
It
Oh,
fell.
thank you so much. We're gonna get into Fashion Month. Okay, let's get into the runway rundown. So we're gonna talk about our favorites and not so favorites from Fashion Month. So give me your top 2 shows. We'll start at this end. Any
Okay.
city?
Starting strong, Schiaparelli. Every time it's phenomenal. Every time it's magic.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I live to earn enough money to buy
Yes.
Schiaparelli.
I
It's like-
indeed live.
Yes.
Oh,
And I haven't got there yet.
yes.
I got a shoe.
We're working.
Yeah.
Piece
And
by
I
piece.
actually prefer their ready to wear over the couture.
Yes.
Like it's just so fun to see.
Right.
Yes.
Like this is your version of regular.
Yes. No,
Wow.
that's it. That's
Wow.
really what it is. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is how pared back looks for you.
Mhm.
Okay, great.
And
Cool.
it's still a
And it's
fantasy.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's up there for me. The other one, which I wasn't really ready for because they've been kind of doing the same thing for a while, Mugler.
Oh yes.
I was pleasantly surprised.
I was
You've
like,
seen pictures.
every single look I would happily have.
Yeah.
It was
How
very
refreshing.
much Thierry Mugler.
Yeah.
It was the vintage cuts, that like strong
Yeah.
on,
Yes.
on the blazer,
Yeah.
strong shoulder. Oh, it
Give
was,
me a shake.
No.
it was
Please.
Give me some silhouettes.
exactly.
Give
It
me
was
some
strong.
silhouette.
The shoes were good.
Yes.
Mhm.
Shoes were great. They're releasing a new bag. I was happy for them.
I'll spin off and say, to be honest, I loved Saint Laurent personally because there was something for like everyone.
Everybody.
I loved how when they were walking down the runway in the menswear looks, I said, that is Yves Saint Laurent himself.
Yeah. That's also a very you look.
Very.
Yeah.
I can see you wearing a suit and a bomber.
I
Yeah.
love
Yes.
the androgyny. Like it was just the whole time I was like, even the scene, it was raining a little bit in there. It was
You're so
blue.
dramatic.
It was everything. The scene was everything.
She's like, yes, let me paint a
so.
picture. Yes.
Take me
Give
there.
me a picture.
I'm engulfed, okay? And then also, like, I love what Chloe is doing with the bohemian vibes and stuff, but even in the Saint Laurent show, they had some bohemian chic.
Which is also Saint Laurent.
I was
So
like,
yeah.
I love this. It's
Yeah.
darker. It's my vibe.
Yeah.
I was into a lot of the supers this season, like a lot of the super
which
brands.
is actually kind of surprising.
Which was
Yeah.
it's because I appreciate the supers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Always. Now, some not so much.
Right.
But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I too agree. Like I love that reeditions are happening because I feel like there's people like me who at one point didn't
Yeah.
have the coin. Now it's another point. I'm like, God is good. So like it gives you an opportunity to get back in there.
Yeah.
For me though, like I always look at fashion through like my lens of how I would dress myself.
Yeah.
So like random, but like Victoria Beckham really did it for me this
It was
season.
good.
It was so like
It was.
there's this one look, and Janae, I'm gonna send it to you because I
Okay.
can see it on the screen.
Yes.
Okay, it's like I have a pair of pants in that color, and I have a top in that color.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't wait to recreate this. Like
Love
like
that.
the use of color, like
And that's why we
tailoring.
look for inspiration.
Yes,
Yes.
What you just said,
Yes.
right? You don't need to buy everything.
I already have it.
Just get the thought
Mhm.
and then
I
play
just
around.
like and play with the things that I have.
Mhm.
Build. I want to build a look with that. But like the use of leather and like even some of like the cocktail dresses and like the even. I was like, wait, hold on, bitch. Like, hold on. I was not expecting this BB come through. Like I was very pleasantly surprised. And another one was like Peter Doe. I love Peter Doe. That's like my style.
Yeah,
of dress.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like good tailoring, suiting, like great use of trousers, great, angular texture, angular silhouettes. I was like,
Love that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm in. Like
Okay.
cross sport, I'm in.
I love that.
Okay, for me, mine was also Schiaparelli.
Period.
Again, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's like who I want to be.
Yeah.
It's very casual and extra.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like fabulous.
That's
it
it.
literally,
That's
I'm just
it.
like, I want to wear this every day. One day.
And the thing
I
is,
wear-
yeah, no, exactly, and you will.
Even if it's 3 pieces, I'll just
You know,
keep
Going
going.
around.
listen, but rework what you have.
Yeah. And the thing is that those women buying Schiaparelli are wearing it just like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's
And that's
casual
how I
to
wear it.
Exactly. And that just makes it even better.
Yep.
Yeah.
My other brand was Brandon Maxwell.
Oh,
That's
yeah. He's so underrated.
He's so every look that came down, if I could buy everything, I would buy everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I would wear that right now.
It's very
Not
wearable.
a specific day, not a specific place. I'm like, yes, glasses, shoes,
Yep.
and the whole thing.
Yeah.
Where
It's
it's not
very
like,
wearable.
how would I wear it? Just like that.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right off the right.
Mhm.
Complete.
So yeah, that's mine. I love Brandon Maxwell.
Yeah.
What was a show that let you down a bit? That you were a little underwhelmed by? Maybe it was a favorite. I'll start. This was because I'm very excited for this brand, but this show just did not do it for me. It's Ferragamo.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, like the shoes.
The shoes were good. Okay. There was.
I need clothes on my back.
Yeah.
I like the shoes. I like the feet.
Because I love a ballerina.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where you're like, you're really gonna take it there, right?
Yeah.
So we're like, I feel like the last few seasons we're revving up, we're getting there, and I'm like, I'm into the tailoring.
Mhm.
And where's that gonna go? And
Yeah.
I'm like, is
Still
this where we?
This is where we landed.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it just felt completely off track
Mm-hmm.
of where I thought we were going.
Yeah. It took a dip.
That. I get that.
Yeah. So
And I really want good things for him.
I
Yeah.
do. So that's where it was
Yeah, I
like,
know, I
is it
know.
like a terrible collection? No,
No.
but I
No,
just
no,
was
no.
like,
Mm-hmm.
I can look at a show and be like, oh, I don't see myself. Once this is in
Right.
stores, I'm not gonna buy anything.
Yeah.
So
Which I mean, listen, as a consumer, it's just like it's not for me.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Yeah.
a good position to be in. Like, I can appreciate what you do, I can appreciate what you bring, piece by piece I can see things, but overall, it's
Yeah.
just, I'm gonna sit this one out.
yeah, there was
Yeah.
like one red dress where I was like, now that's a look. Everyone's
Mhm.
probably buy that one.
Yeah.
Right. When you see, you're like, okay, that's the hero piece.
Yeah.
You're gonna see that everywhere. Everybody's birthday dress.
And it's like, and I don't know how that worked with everything.
It was just like that one random.
Could we not keep going down?
Yeah.
Let's go this way.
I mean, I don't think this comes at a surprise. But like for me, I'm often confused by the like thought process with Dior. I'm like, all right, here's the thing with me. I go back sometimes and look at like archive collections, 90s and
Yes.
stuff like that. And I'm just like, as a big brand, a super brand,
Yeah.
how has the legacy that was there
Come on, somebody.
not translated at all? Like that consumer,
Dior was that girl.
like
Yeah.
that girl, cool girl, you know what I'm saying? Like great pieces, very wearable pieces. How have we like shifted so much?
Yeah.
but it's hard to be a Dior person
Right.
when you're like, oh,
It's
I
like
can't even
whiplash.
shop.
These
Yeah.
collections are so vastly different. Like I sat at the Couture collection
Mhm.
and I was like, okay, it's like kind of Grecian. They sent down like a lot of those what do you call them?
gladiator sandals.
The gladiator
Yeah.
sandals. And I was like, oh, okay, all right, we're in that world. And like now this collection's like all F1.
Who's the woman?
I'm like, who's the girl?
Yeah.
Like she was in the tombs of Ibiza in Greece, doing her things. And now she's at F1 and it's all checkered and racer stripes. And I'm just like, in the span of one collection.
The trends are so vastly different too, and it's whiplashing all these people who don't
Mhm.
really have a personal style,
Right.
and they're confused because
Yeah.
all the designers are going every direction, every
But
time.
it's still
every
selling. It's
season.
just consumerism. It's
I
like,
Yeah.
know.
But it's
this
like,
will work,
be-
this will sell.
It's-
Yeah.
Be who you are and
crazy.
stand on it, please.
Yes.
Yes.
But a lot of people in the space don't. I mean, the consumers kind of don't know who they are.
Yeah.
And then the brands are trying to make money.
Well, this is the root of everything.
Yeah.
Is all of these brands have to keep all of the numbers have to keep going up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And with everything else that's happening with, outside things and economics and all of that
Mhm.
business, nobody wants to stay stagnant or whatever.
Right.
So everybody ends up making a lot of the same stuff that then just feels boring.
Right.
Or like their version.
Exactly. And that's how also these creative directors aren't even given enough time to have a good go of
Or
it,
a point of view.
to carve out their Dior or their this
Their
or their
identity,
that.
yeah.
Exactly. Before then they're booted out after 12 months, and then you're like, well, what's Gucci now?
Right.
So, yeah.
Everyone's chasing the Listinda.
What's your your disappointment?
Valentino.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was a tough one. It
But
was.
like, what the heck? And here's the thing. I looked back at the archives. There were a lot of things that he pulled from the archives that made sense.
Yes.
That was very Valentino.
And I appreciate
get
that.
it. Right. Like he did his studying.
Yeah.
But
It's
my
studying.
God, it was just a lot. Even the show itself, like I like to be engulfed. I was like, what? Whose grandma's attic are we? I can't see anything. I can't see anything. And then they kept putting the camera onto the broken glass on the floor for reflection. I said, I still can't see nothing you want me to see. I was upset watching it. And then
Definitely not giving experience.
No. It's like, oh, no.
Where are we?
that was a terrible experience for me. And then even just the still images, the looks, I was like, I don't.
And not seeing it.
The Valentino
And it's
country
such a-
can be jolt.
I was gonna say it's such a vast difference. Like I didn't buy a lot of Valentino before, but it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was.
The runway
great
was
to look
beautiful. The
at.
pictures alone were beautiful. Even the way they styled it for fucking
Great for
e-commerce.
carpet.
Yes.
It was just like pretty things. And either you're that type of woman, again, because there was a type of woman.
Yes.
Either you're that girly, glam, colorful type of woman, or you're
Vibrant,
not.
you know?
Yeah.
But it was always beautiful.
And
Yeah.
what is
Yeah.
it now? What is that now?
That jeans, you remember that jeans and like
Yeah.
button-up shirt?
Yeah.
Like this is your
couture.
casual.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah.
I think, once things shift with the creative directors, once they're on the cycle out, the brand has to go through that cycle again of like trying to reignite an identity and
Yeah.
bring in someone else to.
He need to do his own thing.
Yeah.
What about you? Your letdown.
Well, right. So this is the brand that like got me into fashion. I hold it very
Oh, I
dearly
know who it is.
to my heart.
I know who it is.
Versace.
Oh,
Wait, who were you going to say?
Burberry.
Listen, I was a little bit impressed.
Okay.
With this last one I
Thanks.
was.
Piece by piece.
Yeah.
Piece by piece. We're getting there. I'm like, wait. I see things happening. I'm like, give me like 2 more collections.
Yeah,
I think we're
yeah,
gonna be back.
There we go.
I think we're gonna be back.
Point of view.
Yes.
It's just
Yes.
not what we're used to.
Yes.
Exactly.
But what were we used to?
I mean,
Trench coats.
I mean,
Yeah.
So
no shade. No
trying
shade.
to turn it into fashion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make it
That
a
takes a
thing.
minute. Yeah.
Make it a thing.
Yeah, Versace.
But Versace, I was like, and usually I can find
You're such a Versace
something.
girl, yeah.
Like I can be like, oh, I want this and I want this and I want this. And I was like, and we're going.
What was
and
it?
we're
You think?
going.
We're just
and,
swiping.
oh, that was the last look.
Oh.
And
Okay. And we're done.
it didn't feel the glam of
Yeah.
Versace that we used to. There was like one great chainmail dress, and it's like, oh yes, it's 17,000, it's not for me.
Right.
But good for it. But and then there was just this really hideous pattern throughout the whole thing.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, and it was
It's like,
just
so what if we don't like that? We're
Right. So we're stuck.
literally.
Yes.
Yikes.
Literally. I was like,
Mm.
okay, I'll wait for the next one.
Yep.
You know? Yeah.
February's not that far.
Exactly.
Come on, spring.
Come on. We're getting
Okay. Any new Discovery brands?
Yes. This brand, I saw this gradient dress from them.
I love the
hell?
enthusiasm.
But I don't know how to pronounce it, y'all, so that's why I'm pulling it up.
Teamwork. We're
Okay.
gonna
It's Tarishi
just pass it on over.
Yeah. I want
Yes,
to see
I'm gonna
it.
pass it over. Hold on. Tarisha Ju. Look at this collection. First of all, this gives me Vuitton. Come on, service. Don't play me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at this collection and I'm like,
This feels very Nicolas Gaskier.
okay, but like they're like, if you look through the collection,
It's
sad.
so funny. This is an Asian brand.
yes.
Mine is an Asian brand too.
Okay. Mine showed at Fashion Week, but
Mine did too.
Grace Ling.
Yes.
100%.
Oh, but I've loved Grace.
Yeah.
I've loved Grace.
Oh my gosh. The metal one.
That's fire. We'll put it up on the.
Yeah.
Send that to me now.
Yes.
Just like
I'm
the
just
name.
screenshot the name and text it to you right now. Yes,
love-
Grace Ling.
So
Oh
every
my
well,
God.
talk about that brand for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Before we get excited.
I was very
So where
excited
did you
because
discover this brand?
Vogue Runway. I get the
Where did they
notifications when they showed
London?
in no. I want to say Paris.
Ooh.
They showed right after, I think, Lacoste
Okay.
or something. Yeah, so they showed in Paris. I was like, oh, and who are you? You know, like,
Yeah.
I love when the new ones come through, and I'm like, okay, you buzzing on the scene.
Because all
Yeah.
you need is a point of view at this. Like, we
Yes.
just want to see something.
We want something fresh.
That-
We just want something fresh.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the space feels a bit redundant.
Yeah.
So when I saw this, I was like, okay, you know, it's young. I think I always look at clothes too, either through the lens of me, because I'm self-serving, or I look at clothing through the lens of like, okay, can I put my clients in this?
But it's also very like similar to Grace Ling, like a cool, sexy.
Yes. Cool
You know,
has to be the through line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool has to be the
So
through line.
then it can work for any age range. It's
Yes.
not about overtly sexy. It's just
Yeah.
like effortless, cool, and a point of view
Mhm.
that you don't.
I mean, like with Grace Ling, because how I discovered Grace Ling, I put Ari Lennox in Grace Ling, and then Jennifer Lopez also wore the same dress, and they're 20-something years
Yeah.
apart. And I
Yeah.
was like, I like that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Which J-Lo, she's a specific case because she can wear what a 14-year-old wears.
Yeah.
Let's be real. But you know, I'm like, I love that. Like, I love when
Yeah.
brands don't have bounds. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Where it
Yeah.
can work for
And they
just about anyone.
and it helps the inclusivity of their show
Exactly.
as
Yes.
well because it doesn't
Exactly.
feel like, oh, this isn't
Skewed
appropriate for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For it. And so,
Talk about Grace Ling while we're here.
Oh, so I
Why was she a
love-
standout for you?
I love this mix of something very soft and feminine and the satins and the
Mhm.
silks.
Shears, yeah.
Yeah, with this, like, with metal work,
Yeah.
with something that is so hard. And I just thought that she does it brilliantly. I thought that even the more wearable pieces, the blazers, were cut really nicely.
The little
Interest-
suit.
Yes.
Ah,
Copy and paste.
give it to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Right on my body.
Yeah.
And you know, she's using the metal work like Schiaparelli did with the gold.
Yes.
But it's such a, again, the silver makes it younger,
Yes.
cooler.
she's good with hardware because I that like
Yeah.
remember her like from her like big collection that like sold everywhere, and she had that like little piece of hardware that like sat below in the back, and then she had the little string bra with like the silver connector in the front, and everybody went for it. You know, I
And-
love use of hardware.
Yeah.
And the way it makes you feel.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I will tell you.
Tell me, honey.
I feel like a bad bitch.
Okay.
I'm gonna lie to you. And it's so funny when I like, because they sent me the look and I was like, oh my God, this was naked. And I tried it on and it was like, I feel exposed just because this is not something
Yeah.
I would normally wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also feel like that was fucking good.
I'm doing it though.
Like, this is wow.
Okay.
Girl.
Mhm.
That's how you keep a marriage alive,
I
okay?
was like,
That's how you keep a marriage going.
what about yours?
I like things being kept alive.
You keep a marriage alive. Hey.
I'm not mad at that. Now, my brand, I don't think they showed at any fashion
So they need
week.
even more coverage. Let's
Yeah.
give it to
So,
them.
I believe it's pronounced George Trophilopoulos.
Let me see him.
Trocopolos.
Okay.
Right.
Hey, George.
Oh, George.
I've been following this
Fab.
for
Yeah.
quite some time.
That's nice.
Fab.
And then they just
Fab.
debuted. I'm really into textures.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love knits. All
And it's
this-
like doing sexy in a different
Ooh.
way.
Right.
he just, yeah,
This at the Victoria's Secret,
that would have made
That would have
sense.
if now imagine if Tyler wore that.
that would have been.
Yeah.
They're
That's good.
very small, just starting out, I think based in London right now. But
Mhm.
I was like, oh my God, the
You about to
knits.
send me that.
It's
girl.
so
Yeah,
funny.
I will.
All of these
I'll send
brands
Mhm.
are very
I feel like we
Yeah.
have like a thing about us that
Yeah.
like you know into like something fresh. It just needs
Yeah.
to feel fresh.
Yeah.
but they all feel very
Mhm.
connected.
Yes. They can be cousins.
Oh yeah. But I was like, I just love the sheerness of some of these pieces, the texture, the playfulness, even the silk. I just feel there's a lot of young designers out there that don't get a lot of play. And
Yeah.
once I find them, even coming out of art school or
Yes.
design school, I'm like,
Yes.
oh, I'm gonna follow her now. Like
Mhm.
I don't know, my algorithm just serves me in that way. I get to see a lot of that.
Mhm.
So that's one of the new
Like yeah, the Parsons kids, the
Ooh.
new school. I'm like, oh, y'all are
Yes.
pushing out great
Oh,
stuff.
hell yeah.
I'm actually really impressed.
Mhm.
I love that. Okay, let's get into some trends while we did our little recap.
All right.
What's a trend we want to leave behind? We want to see left behind. Easy peasy.
Overt sexiness? I do like. I don't know. VS is just right at the
Yeah,
top
yeah,
of my
yeah.
head. I'm like, I want the girls to dress again. Like I want you to put clothing on again.
Yeah.
You can be sexy, but not. I don't want to see that you get a wax. Like I'm okay.
That's valid.
Like
Yeah.
you know, like
That's
it's
valid.
fine. But like we are bordering We are
Yeah.
bordering the line. It's getting
Yeah.
a little wild. I'm like, okay, and you know, even though I'm 20 adjacent. You know, I don't want to seem like the old bitch in the room. But at the same time, I'm like, we have got to start pushing the envelope. It's honestly getting boring.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's getting
Yeah.
boring. I'm just like, okay, we're gonna see a new creative way to be the most naked one in the room. Like,
Yeah.
okay, are you even comfortable? I know you're cold.
Yeah.
I know you're cold, but like, are you even comfortable? I mean, hate to be the one to say it.
It's a lot of laziness. I mean,
Yeah,
I agree with you. 1000%.
it's disheartening.
Yeah.
What trend do you want to see go?
Well, it's not a trend, but I see it's a habit or lack of habit of a lot of younger folk. Sorry if I sound older, but like no one steams their clothes.
There's no steamers in the home.
No one's steaming. No
Where
one's
have so
lip
many
rolling.
steamers?
No, honestly, I'm like, girl.
Like, not even a safety pin is in the house. Like, there's just no attention to detail
Right.
and cleanliness, and just like no one takes pride.
That's the overall thing.
Yeah.
What about you, my love?
Quiet luxury.
Shocker.
I am so surprised. I am so surprised.
I was so happy going through the runways because I was like, I see it coming.
Yeah,
I see it coming back. I see, and the thing is that it's not even just, you know, the logo-y stuff.
Yeah.
It's there are brands like Max Mara that do the quiet luxury, the Laura Piana
Let
that
them
the
do
quiet
what they do.
but it's still good though.
It's
still
right.
good.
Because
Yeah.
it's them.
Because it's not boring.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Because they've been doing it for something 50
Right.
years.
That's-
they know how to change things up every time.
That's their image.
Exactly. But like to see the bit more fun, the like, how do
Yeah.
we make things interesting? And I know that not everybody lives a life that, you know, you've got things to go to that I could wear
Right.
this ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
But it's even just seeing them makes you feel excited or happy or whatever, even if it's not on you.
Right.
You know, being out and about and seeing somebody really take it there or whatever, you know, it inspires you in different ways. So yes, I'm happy to see a little bit more fun coming back. And not everybody is a quiet luxury girl.
Yeah, this
I
is
think
true.
everybody all of a sudden was. And
Mhm.
it's like, what about the rest of us?
You're like, don't forget me.
GG's.
Well, I mean, listen, you know, Gucci's still giving that. You know, you'll get your monogram. You'll get a good monogram.
And you know what
Get a
it
good
is?
monogram.
Because it's so important to know yourself.
Yes.
I am so in tune with Cassie because
Yes.
I love a monogram.
Yes.
And I think it's for a very different reason.
Yes.
I find prints very hard to wear.
Right.
Mhm.
So I use
Yeah.
logos
Mm-hmm.
as prints.
Yes.
And it's like my way to make it a little fun and just make it a little lively. So
Yes.
it's like, I need that.
Yes.
Because I can't
1000%.
put,
Yeah.
like, this works because it came together.
Right.
But if I'm trying to just mix patterns, I'm like,
No, that'll drive me insane.
I'm the same.
But then a logo, I'm like, I
Yeah,
got it.
I can
They're
do
mostly
this.
neutral.
I can
Yeah.
do this.
Yep, it
Mhm.
registers as
So like, let us have it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm waiting for one of you two to wear that like oxblood Gucci parka.
Oh,
Ooh.
Like, isn't it
The
so
leather
good?
one?
Ooh.
the long
The-
one that
The
was-
long,
Oh,
long, long,
no,
long, long, long,
I
long, long.
want-
That
Which
was
one
the
do
only
you
thing
want?
I
really
want
liked
that
about
leather.
that
You
shit.
didn't
Oh, the little
No, that-
short. That is so.
I want the one with the shorts.
Oh, with the
I'm
debosser. That's so you.
Sweet.
I'm
Sweet.
like,
Take that one.
she doesn't love
Loving
I
that.
Oh, I love the
love
Gucci.
Sabato's
But I
Gucci.
love the long trench that he's talking about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That was
I think it's
But here's the thing.
wearable. I think it's still fun. I think it's gonna
I
sell
love it
well.
from the first
That.
season.
Yeah, me
But
too.
here's the thing: the old Gucci
You
is
did.
more you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You are more
I
Yeah.
am
eclectic.
Yes.
And,
Right, Gucci baby. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
and for me, I always could appreciate Alessandro,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it was too much for me.
Yeah.
For what? Like, I don't see
He's
anything
my
that
piece.
I'm going to wear. I'm
He's
like,
my
this
piece. Maybe some
beautiful.
eyewear.
It's a vibe. It's a
I love
moment.
him at
It's
Gucci. Yeah.
but when the new Gucci came, I would buy that.
Yep.
I would buy that. Oh, I'm gonna get those shoes. I'm gonna.
yeah.
Sabato's
I'm a basic
Gucci
bitch.
is
I don't-
good.
Yeah. He knows what
Sabato's
he's doing.
is good.
He knows what he's doing. He's
It's
very
taken-
classic.
Mhm.
It's taken.
Yeah, and I think he's good. I think it was a way to also make a smoother transition.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not shock us.
Like,
And I
jolt the
think
customer.
we'll keep. It'll get more interesting.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I've got more faith as the seasons have gone on
Mm-hmm.
because initially I was like, oh,
And the first one I was like, I love it.
Yeah,
Me too.
exactly.
We were here.
Jackets,
Yeah,
shorts.
sold.
I love shorts.
Sold.
That's
Sold.
his first collection. This recent collection, I'm like, wait a minute now. I don't know what direction we're going in.
Oh,
So I
and you see,
it
I
again.
thought I was like, oh, this is a bit interesting. This is a little bit different from the
Okay.
last couple.
I'm really in. I'm in. I was in from the beginning. I'm
You
sorry.
were 10 toes deep.
10 toes,
I
like
said-
knee
Yeah.
deep,
I
honey,
was,
in.
I was quietly in.
No.
You hate it.
Girl, I was loud.
Crazy.
I was like, I was on Twitter. I was like, yes, I love it. I was like, are we looking? I was like, yes, I love it. I'm so happy. Like,
Did
I
you
was
not
just
see
like-
the rhinestone sweatshirt?
No, for real. And like, also, I'm someone who loves like a Bordeaux,
Yeah.
like
In navy.
so, like,
It was a
and
lot
the
of
navy.
Yeah.
I mean, hello.
Yeah.
That's my color. So I was like, yes, please. Yes, please. I'm in. I'm in.
My trend that I am over is it's very similar to yours. I want to say overconsumption, but I feel like that's such an overused word. But it's the
Disposability.
yes.
Yeah.
I just hate that for us. I hate
Yeah.
that for people that especially are trying to curate their personal style and build a wardrobe and want to get dressed easier and better. You're never. It's so important to love the things you have
Right.
and learn how to rework them.
Yes.
Yes.
That is the crucial skill in always looking good when you get dressed, being able to get dressed easily and like always. I just feel like we're working backwards.
We are.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, it starts at the top, and the brands don't create customers anymore.
Yeah,
They're trying to sell
we're not
accessories.
adding on.
We're not,
Yes.
like I said, if I can't wear something from Spring 25 with my Spring 24,
Yeah.
what is the point?
There's so
Yeah.
many
What's
of
the
my
point?
favorite outfits that get better because it's like, oh, this old thing, now I have
Yeah.
this thing and it looks even better.
Like, if
Yeah.
I could wear something from spring with a jacket that comes out in fall,
Come on, so
Yeah.
hello.
It's
Turn
like,
it on.
yeah, what's the point in investing? You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
But yeah, shopping your closet needs to be more of a thing.
Yeah.
And just appreciating or slowing down your purchase process.
Yeah.
You know, don't be so impulsive, or even just what you were saying earlier. A lot of people don't know themselves.
Right.
So it's just very impulsive behavior. So it sucks. And a lot of it, the waste that goes apart.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say another thing. You know, I love to talk. I feel like my last trend is like the exorbitant rates on like bags now.
Oh my God.
Lord knows I'm scheming on a large Andiamo.
That's a good $8,000 though.
I'm
There
just
is-
like,
my
oh
gosh.
my, eight.
Yeah.
Eight.
It's
I
insane.
thought like when I had my eyes on a Margot,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this ain't, you know, it's like about five. I
Yeah.
was like five. I was
Yeah.
like, it'll be a thing, but I'll justify it.
No, yeah, exactly. It's
Eight.
a lot, but you're
I
able
know.
to mentally like,
Okay, I'm like-
know.
I'm like, all right, we're gonna.
eight.
Nah.
It's disgusting.
It's a bit.
Speaking as someone who has one,
Yeah.
I bought it in Vegas, so you know when you're like, I was there making money.
Yes.
Vegas is where you spend money.
Mhm. So I was like, let me
And
cut
I
in one
was
of the
like, I
checks.
didn't buy anything the whole time, and I was just like, you know what? I know I want this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So do it.
And I'm making money in here,
Yeah.
so
That be the ticket. Where it's like,
But honest, but like just
Yeah.
every time I would go look at it, would just had to be it aligned perfectly
Mhm.
with the scenario. But
Yes.
it's because I looked at every size and I'm like, of course the fucking big one is just slaying.
the best.
Yeah.
I need to get the little one. I'm like, the big one is just to me. He's like, and that,
I think
that
I'm gonna
color's
do it
new.
though.
And
The color's
Yeah.
great, but I
But
think
it
I'm gonna
is
do
my
because now they
thing.
have the smooth leather.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
oh, the smooth leather's
Yeah,
good. I
instead of the
also love suede.
Introchato, I was like,
Oh, the brown suede is this.
As soon as I wanted to become a bad girly, the prices went up. I said, well, then this is absurd.
I'm really going back to preload though.
Me too.
I've gotten
It's-
like
that is-
5 pairs of shoes preload. I just got these.
fab.
Giuseppe, $200.
Fab.
The
Listen,
Gucci's
that's my
with the
favorite
buckle
thing
that I
now.
just wore, $150.
That's my favorite thing. I go on Grailed now, and it's like I'm healing my inner child.
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
everything
when
I
I couldn't afford it,
Yeah.
now it's on Grailed, and
just
I can
type
like
in
bargain
brands,
for
and
it.
I'm like, oh, I remember those.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's
I'm
like
just
my healing thing.
It's crazy because it's like $8,000 and
it's shoes now.
Yeah.
$1,000
Oh.
for a pair of flats.
oh,
Yeah.
any
$1,500 for a heel.
is 1,000.
I saw those Miu Miu sneakers, and I was like, I
Oh.
know.
Yeah.
I did not.
Right?
I did not see
Yeah.
that. I was like, For a pair of New
900?
Balance Miu Miu sneakers, $900.
They're
They're
more.
like they're almost $1,300.
Not
It's-
cute.
And boots?
I would
It's
like-
ridiculous.
They're
Oh,
sneakers.
2,000, good luck to you.
That's crazy.
It's, I mean, and
Every
what's-
new boot I look at, $2,500.
Yes,
I know.
but starting. Like starting. Like I don't know if there's a boot on the market that's under $2,000.
Yeah, I don't think I'll buy any new shoes, like new
Mhm.
shoes this season. I'm
And
just,
what makes it
Wow.
worse and what makes it feel
I got on the outnet cake boots,
I love the
$700.
outfits.
Like I'm just,
yeah, because it feels even more jarring because this has all happened in the last 3 years.
Yes.
Like this isn't over 10 years. The
No.
prices have crept up a little bit. No. This is all of a sudden you looked at it and now it's
But I think you've unlocked it. Excuse me. I think you've unlocked it. And it's because every brand is now trying to have their bag.
yeah.
Yeah.
Every brand is
everybody's
trying to have their signature.
version.
Yes.
Everybody
Everybody
Like,
wants
oh,
their-
they're spending $10,000. They can come over here and
And
spend eight.
20 something
Exactly.
on a resale. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's like everybody wants
Consumers.
their legacy bag.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we see something
But they're
being
not giving it.
$8,000, $10,000. We're like, why?
Right.
I want it. Like it
It's
That
messes
too.
with us.
That too.
I
Well,
hate
and
that.
also, you then have a brand like Hermes who sells 5-figure bags like it's absolutely nobody's business.
Mhm.
And they're also one of the few brands that are killing it recently
Mhm.
because they know exactly who they are. They don't bend. They
Yeah.
also, while they do increase their prices, haven't been doing it a crazy amount
No.
like
No.
everybody else.
Yes.
Like 4
So-
times a year. Like what is
Exactly.
that?
So now people are going, well, if I'm going to spend 8K on a bag,
I
I
might
may
as
as
well
well
get the
add 2
Birkin.
more and go for a Birkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that
You
point.
know?
But Loewe and Bottega will get you with that quality.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it's
Every
true.
time.
It's
Most
true.
stores
That's
I
Every
can
time.
go into and be like, yeah, that's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Every
but you
time.
know, it kind of is worth it. This feels
funny.
innate. You know,
Love
I-
feels like some love is in here.
Honey.
Yeah.
I humored myself the other day and just said, let me just put everything I want into a cart and
Oh
see
my gosh.
what it costs. I was like,
What?
bitch, this is touching almost $100,000.
Oh my gosh, why would you torture yourself like that?
Because I'm a masochist. I love misery. I love misery. What? I was like, 100. I was like, you know what? I don't have enough panties to sell for that. I'm okay.
Maybe feet pics.
I mean, at this point, I just got a pedicure too, girl. I'm like, what?
Moving on.
I don't know.
It's time for a game. Well, no, not really a game. We're rating more looks. It's
Okay.
called Trendsetter or Trend Forget Her.
Oh.
So we're rating. Thank you. Thank you.
I
hate that.
I love. This is my
Yeah.
favorite part. So we're rating street style looks instead of red
Okay.
carpet because I also want to get back to like
The
it's
streets.
your job to look good walking down the street, celebrity.
Yes. Yes.
Feed.
Another lost art.
No, truly. I feel like we lost
We
it
know
after
you
COVID.
can do a
though.
gown,
Yeah.
but can you do
Mhm.
denim?
Like after
Exactly.
COVID, we don't get street style like that.
No.
Yeah.
We're bringing it back. Okay. First up, we've got Lori Harvey. She's in New York.
I loved this from the waist up.
Yeah.
And then I thought that I was going to see like a nice baggy jean. Then I would have been like, yes.
Because this was very
But
fun for her.
this-
Very.
This is not her though.
This is
No.
not her though.
It's
And
not
it
her.
screams like, oh, I'm going to New, because
I'm
she lives in
trying.
LA, and it's like, oh, I'm going to New York, and I'm gonna give a look, and I'm gonna call paparazzi, and like it's so,
Yeah, yeah.
it
forced.
looks set up. It looks set up.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, this photo actually influenced me to buy that hat
Period.
from that brand.
That's
So-
Ruslan, yeah.
It's Tyler
Oh.
Lampert.
Oh yeah, Tyler.
Brand.
Oh, okay.
But bought
Also
it
out of LA.
immediately, and I was like, oh okay, but don't love the look waist down also.
Yeah.
So kind of a trendsetter because I was influenced by this photo.
There you
Okay.
50.
All right.
I'm gonna have to give her. I give it trendsetter because I was influenced.
There you go.
I'd like to forget this.
I would like to forget this.
No.
You know what? First of all,
Y'all
let
know
me
I
let me
don't like
preface
that.
this
Please.
with from our last round table. People love to say, let Taylor just be. No one looks to her for fashion. She's just getting dressed. Every picture I found of her was on Vogue. it's there like more than it on the Instagram. It's more than any other celebrity. So you can't tell me
No.
she's not supposed to give us fashion
Stardom.
because they're literally talking about all of her outfits
all the time. With Stardom
and I'm like,
comes
why
responsibility.
are you posting her?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
an
they love her.
agenda.
So
It's
an
an agenda.
Disclaimer: this is not about her as a person.
No,
To the
lovely
Swifties.
woman, and I am a Swiftie.
I love a good tune.
I have every album.
Exactly right.
Wake that up.
But we are just here looking at, and this is foul. That is, I don't know if that's a separate, that's together. Either way,
She's such
bin
a cute
it.
girl.
Bin it. She's
Yeah.
lovely. And then the shoe.
I feel like she does things and purposely
To piss us
wear
off.
something that
Oh,
throws
yeah.
it off.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely. We
Yeah.
talked about this last time.
As much as I'm not a fan of her, I do believe that she can just dress way better than she does.
Yeah.
I feel like
she
we've
does.
seen moments where she's done okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're-
Exists. It's a possibility. But this is.
Forget her.
I
Forgot.
tell you one thing. He always does all right.
No, she's completely changed his look because he
quite
used to
like
give
it.
light skin black, and now
With the best of them.
okay, come on, somebody. He used to give light skin black, and now it
He's
gives
giving.
sergeant.
I was
It
going to say
gives
something
police.
worse. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna go there too, but you know,
Okay.
don't look over here.
Okay.
Get into it, Cassie.
I know that the jacket is Schiaparelli.
Yes.
So we're already sort of on a plus.
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
The bag is also Schiaparelli. I see it. Ding, ding, ding. Let's go to the shoes one moment. Inoffensive.
Inoffensive is a great.
There's nothing you can't say. The dress itself, though, I'm not a fan of the.
The dress with the coat is odd.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the asymmetry.
Mm-hmm.
She looks good though.
In general, you can say she looks.
I
nice.
love.
Haired back, Nikki.
I love.
Yeah.
She is a beautiful woman.
Yes.
And this was an era, remember, when it was just dark hair, and I was
And when
like,
she was
this
doing the Cavalli.
Yes.
this woman is gorgeous.
And she's
And
got
like
the same
in my
stylist.
mind, I'm like, now you're gonna be a star, like
Yes.
a movie star.
Yes.
Like, that's how it felt.
You're going to ascend.
So I'm hoping we're back there. So I'm gonna say trendsetter for this
I agree.
because I think and she has enough influence that she can show the girls
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
we can do it like this too.
Two, exactly. Balance.
I say trendsetter, but I will say it's a slightly dated look with the dress.
Yes.
The dress.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she's
Also
gonna
because also how it fits.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, and then the jacket on the shoulders. It is a dated concept.
Yeah.
But I like to see her in this realm, so
Yeah.
I'm going to give her trendsetter
Yeah.
with a pass.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a reason why the jacket is on the
She
shoulders.
should be wearing a liar.
Yes.
The dress
a
is
bit.
a liar.
Is it?
The dress is a liar.
That's shocking to me. Well,
That
that's,
is- that is shocking.
the bangle, but
Uh-huh.
it's on her shoulders because there's no way that bangle is
It's
getting
getting
through the arms
no.
of that jacket.
No way at
What
all.
event is this anyway?
Forces in passion.
Okay.
yeah, it's a best.
She was speaking.
Oh.
That's
Listen,
shocking that's a lie.
this woman.
And I wish
had
for
a-
that photo they would have just taken the bag off and just let her hold the card.
Yeah.
Like if you're giving us like
Yeah.
this like 80s couture kind of like moment, just put the bag down. Ugh.
Oh. All right.
All right.
We have
Yeah.
Carisha in is this Schiaparelli? Who is this? No, this might be a liar.
The shoes are a liar.
This is a liar.
Yeah, it's probably Alaya. She wears a lot of Alaya.
Listen, I love a good Alaya. So
Me too.
I'm giving her.
Trendsetter.
Yeah,
You know,
trendsetter
Carisha
for
looks
this
good.
one. Yeah.
And she's been wearing a lot of a
She's
liar.
been wearing a lot of
Yeah.
Alaya, and I'm like, you know what, girl?
And you know what I like? The whole package.
Yes. Yes.
This is fun hair
Coherence.
with this sexy dress.
But it's still kind of young, you know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
It's like, and it still has its urban
Yeah.
through line, which I love, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me a little half
like
of
she
that.
doesn't look like she has on a costume.
Right.
Right.
It's her.
It looks like her,
Yeah.
but
Just like a
little-
rich bitch.
Yeah.
Period.
makeup is flawless.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
But
But that's
I-
a pretty girl, too.
That is
Yeah.
a pretty girl.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, and I love the shoe. And
Yeah.
the shoe makes it
Mhm.
fashion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love it.
Eva?
Eva?
Okay.
Not mad. Not mad. You know, what is she at? Like the Hip
It's
Hop
Louis
Awards?
Vuitton. Yeah. So she's
Love
giving
it.
us fun.
Great for the
Yeah.
occasion. You know.
It's a weird pose. I don't know what's
The only
happening.
thing I dislike here is the bag, but I don't like that bag in general.
There you go. Fair enough.
Fair.
So
I like her in the suit though.
I
Yeah.
come with bias,
Yeah.
but I do like that, and I also think that this is from the men's collection, which makes me
Mhm.
like it even more.
Yeah.
I
Which
did that.
I-
Definitely a trend.
I give
Yeah.
trendsetter.
Yeah.
I give her
Yeah.
trendsetter here. It's great for the
Love that.
occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I would have went with a darker color bag for sure.
You know, I would
Yeah.
love for her to also go back to short hair.
Because
She has a face.
she has the face for
card.
it. Like,
Come on.
I like her hair like that though. Maybe
she's
because we
given us
haven't
that for
seen it.
long enough.
That's
I
what-
want her
that's
to
what I'm
go
saying.
back to a shortcut because it would really kind of like recycle
The short
everything.
hair on her gave high fashion
Yes.
Mhm.
model, which
Which
was
is what
just
she
so
should have
different
prepped.
from everyone else.
Yeah.
But she is also a boho girl, so that hair
Mhm.
makes sense. Speaking of boho girls,
Speaking of, ooh,
She's always
She's in her
doing
own lane.
something. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this is consistent for her trendsetter indeed.
Yeah.
I agree. Lizzo making a comeback.
I didn't even recognize
Yeah,
it.
she's in Sergio Hudson.
You know what? Trendsetter on my end.
I love this for
I
her.
like this
Yeah.
a lot for her. It's a different look
It's
for
different.
her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, girl, you know, you lost a couple LBs, sister to sister, girl. I see you. So
But
yeah.
also still looks like her.
Still recognizable, still yourself, and now you want to step into a different bag. Like, listen, if you're gonna come back and reinvent, rebrand, let me see you look
Yeah.
different. I'm into it.
And she was
Trendsetter.
very much like a fun girl.
Yes,
Yes.
vibrant poppy, you know,
Yeah.
pop star kind of vibe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Carolyn.
I say trendsetter, even though
She be
there was
Then she was like,
because whenever I think about her in fashion, do y'all remember when she went to that basketball game with her ass
I
out?
tried to forget that.
So from then, it just kind of
You,
like
you look, that's the look I was seeing. You look a disdain.
Pensive, you
because I
know.
was like, I'm glad her booty is covered today.
Oh my
Well,
god.
we don't see the back.
We
So
don't.
who knows?
We don't know what's happening back
Who
there.
knows? But I do love this look. I really do
Yeah.
love it for her.
And I think it
it's just-
shows like variety for
Yeah.
a larger body.
Yes.
Because it's
Yes.
not about her body.
No.
Yes.
I love that.
Is it a short? It's a dress.
It's a
Oh, I
dress.
thought it was a pair of shorts. Mm. Yeah, no, I like it.
Sergio knows how to dress the girls, and I
Yeah.
appreciate
Yeah.
that.
1000%.
Another queen, Ashley Graham, and she's giving us this is really giving
She's giving us sexy.
Versace
Yeah.
Cavalli. One of
I
those.
like the little peep out bra in the leopard.
Mhm.
It's giving mob wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm into it.
Yeah.
I like an exposed bra.
I think she looks.
I
great.
loved when that was happening. Like, you know, Carrie would do that a lot on Sex in the
Yes.
City. Yeah, trendsetter. You know, she
Yeah.
knows her silhouette. She knows what works for her.
Yeah.
It's good.
And I also think it's a fun take on sexy.
Yes.
Mhm.
We
Agreed.
can do it a little different, girls.
Yeah.
It's a little old school Italiana for me.
It is.
Yeah.
It's actually Dolce & Gabbana.
I was gonna say, like, it
I
gives
I
like
don't know what it
Dolce.
is, but
Yeah,
that's the vibe.
yeah, yeah,
I'll
very
put it on the
much
Via
style.
Loren.
Yeah.
I'm into
Yes.
that.
I would have appreciated a blowout.
Yeah, like some voluminous hair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the waves are cute too.
Beyonce?
Beyonce.
I mean,
Sir Davis.
of course, it's fabulous.
Yeah.
Look
The
at
hat,
it.
the hair.
Hat.
I mean, no notes.
I'm not even a hat person, but that is a capital HAT.
Yeah.
I like hats. I don't like that. Trendsetter for everything
You-
else. I don't like the hat.
Oh, I
I
love that.
love the hat. Honestly, I could see you in that.
That's why she don't like it.
I like
it.
She's like, I like it for me, not for her.
Oh,
Yeah, I feel that. Or maybe if it was pants, a pantsuit.
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
I like this. I think it's
Yeah.
like, you know, she's selling whiskey. It's like, it's a little, you know, like the pose, a little kind of the hair.
Yeah.
Like it's a full picture. It's a full picture to me.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
into it.
Beyonce has her genres, like her genres
Which I
of
love.
styles.
Yes.
Like they're
Mhm.
very poignant, and I love that about her because it's like you never know what you're gonna get until she presents it,
Right.
Oh yeah.
and then it's like a full tour of that particular
Yeah. Mhm.
style.
Which people don't do anymore.
A full era.
Like Rihanna did that very
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
That was her thing.
We get Pixie, then we get Red. That was
Yeah.
a good fucking time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A
Mhm.
full era.
That was it, and that was enough. That was a great ending.
There we go.
All right.
That was good.
That
We
was
made
great.
that one up for this one. Okay, we'll keep that. Okay, before we get out of here, let's do a little bit of personal style. I've talked to everyone about their personal style here before, but we want to just, you know, in case they're new here,
Yeah.
hit them with what's your one piece of advice for people trying to find their style? We'll start at that end.
Don't be afraid to reinvent. I mean, you know, for those of you who don't know, I've been a diva all my life, right? But like the diva, you know, the diva has dismantled certain images and certain styles. Like, don't be afraid to reinvent. I think fashion should be fun. You know, like there are days where I want to have the biggest bag and the most jewelry on, and there's days where I want to be a little bit more simple and more, you know,
Very demure, very mindful.
Eric Demirsky. You know, so like, you know, I feel like that's the big thing is to
Yeah.
just don't be afraid to reinvent. Don't be afraid to
that.
try things. You know, you'll
And don't be afraid to fail.
yeah, and don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to
Outfits I
fail.
hate.
Oh,
Yeah.
I look back
Wait
like,
again.
You know
wow,
what? Yeah.
Whoops.
If
That
you're
was,
looking
that was
back-
crazy.
you know, but it's
Yes.
fashion. It should be fun.
Yeah.
If you're looking back and you don't hate a lot of the things that you are, then you're just not living life.
You're
Honestly,
You're not.
honestly.
Yeah, you should be
Honestly.
looking back and going,
Wow.
I thought I was killing it, and that's the important bit.
But at that time, I was eating.
There we
Yeah,
go.
at that
Today, I look back and I was like, wow, girl, you were starting.
Enjoy.
You were starting.
Yes.
No, I totally agree.
What about you?
I think when it comes to personal style and like I've worked with like consulting people one-on-one, everyday people type of thing. And what I notice is no one slows down to pay attention to what they actually like.
Yeah.
Because social media force feeds us and it's happening all so fast. The trends happen so quickly. The collections look so different every season.
We're constantly being marketed to.
Yeah, so it's like it's a lot of information to take in. It's like it's okay to slow down and figure out what the hell you like. And if
Yeah.
you're a data girl like me, you can make a pros and cons list if you really want to get to the nitty gritty and make sure that you're approaching it correctly. And then that's the
Yeah.
part. Just slow down
I love that.
and pay attention to what really tickles your fans.
And how you feel.
Yeah.
Yes,
And how you
feel.
Like, did you feel good?
Some days
in
you feel like
that?
$1,000,000.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Figure that
And then some
out.
days
What
you're
is
like,
it?
I can't wait to get home and take this shit off.
Like,
Why though?
But
And I
why?
usually know why. Where I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I was. It was
Sometimes it's
already
like
iffy.
this
Yeah.
discomfort.
Yeah.
You know, feel yourself out. Listen to your body.
Yeah, like why did it feel that way? Oh, because it was too long, or maybe it was a bit too tight in that area.
Yeah.
I won't go for that next
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Just slow down and pay attention.
Mhm.
That's all.
That.
Yeah.
And you.
Well, it sort of builds on what you were saying, which is try to remember those pieces that will maybe become your signature pieces. I love a turtleneck.
Yes.
As soon as that temperature drops down, the turtle is around.
Yep.
And then once you have those pieces that you know that you can go to time and time again, everything else just builds on top.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can change and you can switch. I love a military jacket. I love a strong shoulder. We're on the same
We
page.
really
Yes.
are.
Yeah.
So, like, those sorts of things, I don't care if the trend is in or out. It
Yeah.
makes me feel good.
Yeah.
I feel confident.
You know who you are.
Exactly.
You know
And
who
being
you are.
okay with that, I think we also have this
Mhm.
tendency or need to want to be different, right? Like, oh, I
Mhm.
always wear this. I need to wear something, but I always
No.
feel good in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know
No,
I'm gonna look good. I know I'm gonna look
I
good.
really had to get out of that a few years ago. Where I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't always want to wear a suit. And I don't always want to, but I love how I look and
That's
feel.
my
And
image.
Yeah.
That's my
So,
image.
yeah.
That's it.
why am I working? Like, I'm
Mhm.
going against myself.
When
Yeah.
it's good, it's good.
Yeah. Why break it? Why try to fix something that's not broken?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
It works.
And lastly, what is something that you've learned about your personal style since the last time you were on Style Unlocked? Oh, I love. Got your gagged.
I learned.
Like we all were on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I loved my outfit on my episode. Looks so good.
Yeah. Oh God.
Just something you've learned about your personal style, something a way you've grown, just any.
I think that since I was last on, I'm very good at ruling things out for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't like that because it made me feel uncomfortable at some point or
Yeah.
whatever. And then I never give it another go.
okay.
So recently I've been maybe trying things that
Okay.
I would never have picked up.
Hey, I
And
love
then
that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
hold on a second, strapless?
It looks
Yeah.
so good on you.
Who is this?
My girl's stepping out.
We don't know. You know
You
what?
just
I
have your
grew
hang-ups.
up- No, and you know what it is? My mum never does strapless.
Mm.
And so then I almost inherited
Right.
that.
We don't
You
do
know?
strapless in this family.
Exactly.
Like, no.
The Knots do not do strapless.
That's against the family.
So I never would even, and so like I never liked like spaghetti straps or whatever. Like I liked a tank top.
Yeah.
And so then I associated that with strapless,
Right.
right? And things like that. And, or I would see people and they would always be doing this. Exactly. So I just never, and then I tried it. I was like, hold on a second.
It looks good.
So good. We're talking about the Elia dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
All the
13,000.
I know.
Yeah. You would hope it looks good.
I want to see you get styled in like different
It's
perspectives.
true.
Which is another tip to give people. Even if
Yes.
you can't get out of your own way, maybe have someone help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she made a video, I'll link it below, where someone styled her, right? So that's obviously she knows what she likes, but someone pulling things you
Yeah.
would never pull.
Yeah.
And you were like, wait a minute now.
Exactly.
Like, wait.
I look good.
Yeah, even if it's just a friend who would be like, oh, I think that you would, and you just go,
And it's so funny because everything he picked up, he's like, she's gonna hate this.
Yeah.
But I'm putting it it anyway.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
gonna try it.
It was so
Exactly.
good.
I love that.
What about you?
I realize I am a coat girl. I love a good coat on the shoulder.
Me
We're
too.
doing it again.
Okay, hello.
Girl. And I felt that I've been trying to do things differently. And even this fall coming, I was like, I'm gonna try boho chic this way. I'm gonna try some of the trends. And then I'm gonna stick to my androgynous, like I have my style too.
Yeah.
I also realized I don't have to keep trying all these different things just to keep it fresh and new. Like it is fresh and new every time I put on something that feels good.
Come on now.
So I realized I don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have to like try the things just to.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's
Like-
okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's a journey, people. That's the point of this
Yes.
question. It's to show like
Yeah.
we're ever evolving. Even the people
Yeah.
that are the experts that you think have it together,
Mhm.
still always evolving.
Yeah.
What about you, my friend?
Ha. First of all,
Because you've had
love.
quite the evolution.
I really
Since the
have.
last
Since
time
my
you
episode, I'm like, okay, I have 2 scoops of hair now, a couple of these,
Oh my god.
it's a different day over here. But I will say, I am a bit of an overconsumer. I'm not gonna lie, Janae. Don't look at me like that.
Market research. I love shopping. Like
Yeah.
I understand, like the activity of shopping. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
I have a good time, baby. We got champagne.
Right.
Let's party in
No,
here.
that, and it's a bit of cardio. Like I do my
sport.
thing.
Yeah.
I do my
About being
thing.
We are
intentional.
athletes.
Yes, honestly, I do
Thank you.
think I can be a bit of an overconsumer. Now, more recently, I am really like tunnel vision on this like 90s kind of fine, a little bit smart. Like that's like my vibe right now.
Uh-huh.
But I had a strong sit down with myself and I was like, look at all of these clothes.
Mm.
Look at the 2 storage units you have. It's
2.
yes, girl.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like, also because it's like I can also get a lot of it for free, so that's the next thing too. It's like all the market research. I'm like,
Yeah,
hey,
a lot of
I'm
market
doing a
research.
Every
especially
time you
TikTok.
walk,
I'm like,
I got a
TikTok
bag of
video.
clothes.
I'm just,
I'm like, child.
no, for real.
Market research.
I'm just like, okay, you've got to do something about this. Like, you have to stop. Like, you've got to stop. So
I wasn't
now
gonna
I'm being better. I'm being better.
That is a great,
Yeah, grow.
great lesson to end it
Yes.
on, because that was the overarching theme of this episode. Is
Yeah.
overconsumption and
Overconsumption.
streamlining your process,
Yes.
wearing what you like, all the things. Thank you all for being here
Thank
for our first roundtable of season 3. Anything, I'll link all of their Instagrams, TikToks, YouTubes below. Anything you guys want to plug before we get out of here? That you
Buy
want?
my book, please.
Yeah.
Buy my spices. I can feed my baby. You kidding?
What is the book?
My book is called Tastemaker, Cooking with
Yes.
Spice Styling. So please buy my book.
Yes.
Buy my spices.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. There you, it'll be linked, but both will be linked below.
Yeah.
Anything coming up? Well, it won't be out before your live tonight.
I'm just out and about.
Just
I'm doing the thing.
Follow
Yes.
everyone.
Yes.
Same here.
Follow everyone.
Follow everyone. Yes, we're doing the same.
And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.